Can you all see the screen, all of you? See the last concept, I'll explain. If you have textbook, just refer students. I'll just explain those two so that if you have any doubts, you can just go through this. Okay. It's easy concept, mostly you all might understand everything. Look at examine the roots. Initially in the first class, I told you all we'll have to study about roots. What do you mean by roots? Roots is the solution, right? So basically, root. What do you mean by root, students? Root meaning is solution. Solution of x. Example, after solving, you have x value 5, and you have x is equals to -3. You have two answers. These are known as the root of a equation. So whatever solution you get, x value, that is known as root. Is this clear? This concept is examining the root. So what do you mean by examining the root? To examine meaning to find what kind of value is that, what kind of root. So by now we know how to find the roots. You can either find it using what you call that formula method or prime factor method. We know how to find root. Once you find the roots, we have to check what kind of number is that, what kind of number. So it basically the roots can be of three types. Look, these are the three types. It can be real, equal. I'll tell you the difference. It can be real, unequal, or the roots can be imaginary. Fine, the roots can be imaginary, not real. Fine. So to determine what kind of root it is, to determine the kind of root, first look at the general formula. X is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Right? To determine that kind of root, we just use this concept. Okay, b square. This b square is known as discriminant. Discriminant d. Discriminant d is equal to b square minus 4ac. Okay. So first thing is they'll ask you what is nature of root. The concept here is we are going to study the nature. Nature meaning whether it is real number, equal, real, equal, unequal, or imaginary. So we use only one formula, that is d is equal to b square minus 4ac. Okay. This we got it from the main formula. Right? So you have to substitute the value. Same, they'll give an equation, same thing. They'll give an equation, you have to find a, b, c. Once you find a, b, c, you have to substitute the values here. After solving, you have to figure out whether it is real, unequal, or imaginary. This is the concept. Right? Look here. So what do you do first thing? We use this formula. From the quadratic equation, this is the general quadratic equation. This is the discriminant. Discriminant d is equal to b square minus 4ac. This is the formula. Look here. Fine. So once you solve the question, if you get the answer, students. Example, remember yesterday we solved the question. We got yesterday or before that, we got 75, 73 or something like this. 73 root value. Am I audible to all? Can you respond? Nobody responding. Okay. Now, once you get root 3, students, root 73. From where did we find root 73 value? From the table, right? Here we don't have to find root 73. The concept is not finding root 73. This 73, if it is equal to 0, is it equal to 0 or more than 0? More than 0. So which option out of these three? Can you see the second option? Yes. So the value is real and equal. What do you mean by real? All positive values are real. We call positive value. If it is 73, it is positive. We call it as real. And unequal. Unequal meaning not equal to 0. Okay. So there are three values here. One is real and equal, which means if you get root 0. Root 0 is a real number. It's a positive number and it is equal to 0. So root 0 is equal to real and equal. Right? Anything above that we call it as real and unequal. If it is less than 0, it is a negative number. For example, minus 73. After calculating, if you're getting a negative number, this is imaginary number. It's not a real. You shouldn't get negative number. The value should always be positive. These are the three criteria. So your final answer, you should just mention whether the roots are real, unequal, roots are real, equal, roots are imaginary. Fine. Okay. For imaginary, they've given some example. Just ignore all this. Look at this. Minus 4, minus 8. Inside the root, if there is a negative number, it's an imaginary number. Remember that. Okay. Now look at the first question. See, the theory part will be confusing, students. Theory is confusing. To solve it is a very simple concept. Look at the first question. 5x square. So first we need to arrange. From here, tell me the value of a, b and c. All of you will respond. A is equal to 5, b is equal to, and c is equal to 7. What do we need to examine here? Nature of root. The meaning of nature of root is you have to find whether it is real, imaginary or unequal. So what's the formula we need to use to find the nature of root? There's only one formula. 4ac. Take b square minus 4ac. What is b value? Minus 6 square minus 4 into what is a value? 5 into 7. And one more thing, yesterday Anam you had written, see, what's the value for the students? When there is degree 2 outside, minus, how many times minus 6 is multiplied? 5. So minus into minus becomes plus 36. And you shouldn't write minus 36, students. See, this is wrong. Okay, remember this. Minus 36 is wrong because when you're multiplying with 2, the value also is becomes 2. If you multiply with 3 times, if the cube is 3, minus 6 into minus 6 into minus 6. Now what's the answer? Minus into minus plus, plus into minus is minus. When the power is negative, when the power is odd number, then you'll have minus 200. Okay, so remember this. Next, back to this question. 36 minus. What's the answer? What is 4 5s are 20? 20 into 7 is 140. Okay, 140 minus 7. 36 minus 140 is negative 104. What is 104? Positive or negative? Negative. If it is negative, which out of these three options, which one will you choose? No, no. What did I tell you? If it is negative, it is imaginary, right? It's not a real value. If it is negative, the roots are what? Imaginary. Negative meaning less than 0. Can you see less than 0 is given here? Less than 0. So look at the solution. Look at the way you'll have to write. For board exam, this is how. Mostly they don't give the students. Root questions, it was given 6-7 years back. Mostly for MCQ, they might ask you all. If not, they don't give for 3 or 4 marks. Remember this. First thing, extract ABC values. After that, use write discriminant. We got 104, which is negative. If it is negative, what you have to write the statement is? The roots are not real. You either write roots are not real or just ignore this. Roots are imaginary. The third one. Is this clear? Did you understand? Look at the second and third one. I'll give you 2 minutes. Just go through this calculation. We'll start solving questions. Go through the second question, students. Look at the way they have done. If you have your textbook, check the second and 13th means second and third. The concept of nature of root is only 3 things. After solving, check whether it is 0, less than 0 or greater than 0. The students done completed. Okay, if you want practice later, we'll start the next one. See, this is a direct question where they'll ask you nature of root. Okay, second type of question, look here. They will give you, they would give you the nature of root and ask you to find the value. Look at the 14th one. Find the value of what? M. If the roots of the equation are what? If the roots are equal. What do you mean by roots are equal? D square, sorry. What do you mean by roots are equal, students? B square minus 4AC, whatever value you get, that should be equal to what? If it's equal to what? 0. Look here. Whenever they tell equal, can you see the first line given? Can you see the first formula? So if they mention the word equal, what you have to take? B square minus 4AC is equal to 0. Is this clear? Did you understand? Just look at the word equal, student. Whenever they give equal in the question, nature of root is equal, just take that formula. Same formula, just put a 0 next to that. Okay. Now look at this question. 4 plus m x square plus m plus 1 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. 4 plus m into x square. Okay, compare this with the general equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. You don't have to solve the equation, just compare it. What is the value given? All of you will respond. What is a value, students? A is equal to 4 plus, what is b? B is equal to m plus 1 and c is equal to 1. Substitute here, b square. Use the formula. What is b square? M plus 1 the whole square minus 4 into, what is a value? 4 plus m into 1 is equal to 0. Solve this equation, you will get m value. If you use a plus b the whole square, m square plus 1 plus 2m minus 4 4s are 16, minus into plus is minus 4m is equal to 0. Okay, look here, let me show you all the answer here. You can see the steps. And you'll see the students. Till here I did. After this you have to find which method. When you have three values, which method we can use? Right, factorization. Right, so m square as it is, 2 minus 4 is minus 2m, plus 1 minus 16 is minus 15 is equal to 0. Sum and product, not factorization. Use sum and product in this. What is sum value we have? Minus 2m. And what's the product, students? Minus 15m square. For which combination you get 2? 5 3s or 3 5s are right. M square. All of you will respond. 5 and 3. What should I put before 5? Minus. And before 3? Plus 3x minus 5x minus 15 is equal to 0. Okay. Just skip this. Can you see it? That part. I'll just show you the final answer. After solving, what is the value for m, students? 5 and minus. Okay. This part you can check from the textbook. If you want, make a note of this. Or just go through, ignore it. It's the same concept. The only thing is nature of root will be given. Just take b square minus 4ac and solve it. Yes, Arti. Yeah, reflect. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. First, we'll do few questions in this, and later I'll solve it. Reflection. I'll do that, students. Whatever question I'd given for homework, I'll solve that. First, we'll complete this. So I'll connect only till 1:30. Be a little quick. All of you are done. Shall we start solving the question? This is the second type of question. Okay. Second type. Third type. What is given as no real root? What do you mean by real root? As no real root. If it is no real root, what kind of root is it? It would be imaginary. The meaning of imaginary is once you solve this b square minus 4ac, once you solve, what kind of number you get? You get a 0. That is negative number, right? You should have negative. So now whenever not real is given, students, not real or imaginary, just use b square minus 4ac concept. Because we can't use less than 0, greater than 0, you can't take any of this. Okay, this is the third type of question you get. They'll give you the values, and if they tell you not real, only the word if equal is given, take is equal to 0. Fine. So look at this general equation 2a square plus b x square, and you don't have to solve this, we just need to compare them. Plus 2 into a plus b into x plus 1 is equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Compare this and tell me a value, all of you. What is a? What is a, students? Entire thing. Entire thing of it. See, apart from x square, what is the other thing left? 2 into. Okay, I'll write it directly. If I open the bracket, what are we getting? 2a square plus. Next, tell me what is b? Yes. Take the entire. See, apart from x, students, apart from x, if you ignore x, take the other values. 2 into a plus b. What is c? 1. And whenever imaginary is given, imaginary, just use b square is, just use the formula discriminant d is equal to b square minus 4ac. What is b square? Okay, this 2, yeah, this 2 into ab, this 2 into ab, write it, open the bracket and 2a plus 2b. Let me write here 2a plus 2b the whole square minus 4 into 2a square plus 2b square multiplied by 1. Okay, apply a plus b the whole square here. What do you get? 4a square. No, not. How come 6? 2 into 2 into 2 is into 2b. See, 2 into 2a into 2b is 8ab, right? Minus 4 2s are minus 8b square. Which one gets cancelled? Compare these two, students. You get minus 4 minus 8 is how much? Minus a square. Next, plus 8. 4 is gone. Can you see here? What's the question, students? We need to show that this equation has no real root. What do you mean by no real root? It should be a positive value or negative value. Negative value. So we have to just show that it has negative value. Can you see the last line? It has a negative value, right? Minus 4. Yeah. If they ask us to show that it has no real roots, we need to just calculate until you get minus. We already have minus. You don't have to further calculate. You can even just leave it, or let us take the common value. So here this is kind of proving question. They're asking us to prove it. So you take minus 4 outside. What do you get? A square plus b square plus 2a. Minus 4 as it is. How does this look like? Doesn't it look like a plus b the whole square formula? Right? So discriminant is minus. That's what. Anyways, we got minus here, right? Can you see both we have minus? Both minus. So you either write it like this or this today. It doesn't matter. Both, for both you get marks, answer. But it is good if you convert it, if you write the last one. Okay, go through this. Don't write it. Any of the answers are there in the textbook. First go through this. Look at the way I've taken A, B, C, how to solve. Completed? All of you are done? I mean, did you go through? So look at the answer, students. Since the discriminant is negative, so what's the first thing I told you? D stands for what? Discriminant, right? So since discriminant is negative, yes. Look here. B square minus 4ac. E- Example, if this root was given, you would have got minus 4 into a plus b the whole square. So whatever is present inside the root, if it is negative, it is imaginary. That is what they mean by this statement. Since the discriminant is negative, the given equation has no real root. It's a proving question. So whenever they give you the word show or prove, it's the same. Even in trigonometry, you get show that left hand side is equal to right hand side, or they'll tell you to prove left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay, so this is the third type of question. Fine. And the fourth type of question is, look, this is the fourth type. If the roots of the equation, look, they'll give you a root, are equal. What do you mean by when the word are equal is given? What do you take? B square minus 4ac should be equal to? All of you respond. If equal word is given, what did I tell you? You have to take it as 0. Okay. Then look at, extract the value of a, b and c from this. A will be q minus r. B is equal to r minus p. C is equal to p minus q. See, that is what they have substituted here. So as you keep solving, at one point you'll get this equation. Right? After that, I'll tell you how to solve. Just ignore this last part. So only the first three types are important. Either they'll ask you to find the root. We need to find whether it is 0, imaginary or real. Fine. If not, they'll give you the word equal. Then you put 0 and evaluate it. Okay. Look at the first question. I'm going to do only one question in this, student. Without solving. The meaning of without solving is without using what you call formula, entire formula. Without using entire formula, comment upon the nature of root. Whenever the word nature of root is given, which formula we use? Discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. Let me take the third question. Only one question. What is a value in the third one? A is equal to 25. B is equal to minus 10. C is equal to 1. Okay. Complete this. What do you get? B square is minus 10 the whole square minus 4 into 25 into 1. Minus 10 the whole square is 100. How much is 4 into 25? All of you will respond. What is 100 minus 100, student? 100 minus 100 is 0. If it is 0, what kind of root is this? Real and real and equal. Try the fourth question after this second and fourth one. So that's it, almost done. There's nothing left in this topic. The next exercise is just the combination of all three. Okay. So this chapter is done. Mostly Monday we'll do revision. If not, we'll start with new chapter Monday or Tuesday. Try the second and fourth one. So write the final answer as roots are real and equal. After this, try the second and fourth one, all of you. All of you done the first one? Completed? Yeah, look at the screen, students. Do you all know the calculation for this? All these root values? Okay. Those who don't know, just look here. Quickly, I'll just explain this. If not, you get confused. Minus 2. How many times you multiply? Minus 2 into minus 2 is how many? 4. What about square root of anything? The square and 2 will get cancelled. What you get? 2. Here, how many values are there? 2 and root 3. This 2 will get multiplied to both. So you get 2 square into, not 3 square, it is just 3. 2, 2 square is 4 into 3. What's the answer? 12. What about this one? Positive 12 or negative 12? Positive 12. The next one, 2 will get multiplied to all three. It is like this: 2 square into root 3 the whole square divided by 5 square. So, yes, 12 by 25. So, this is how you solve the square values. Okay, complete this. Look at this and complete it. What's the answer, students? Minus into minus is plus 36, 48. So the roots are just real. Is it equal to 0? Real and unequal. Okay. The other word for unequal is distinct, student. Distinct. Distinct. The meaning of distinct is different. So these are the different words they mention: different, unequal, distinct. But you have to write real. Real meaning is it's a positive number. That's the difference. If I tell unreal or imaginary, it's a negative number. All of you completed? Done? Our next other one or two questions. So be quick. Look, third question we already I showed you all in the example. Third one. Fine. Can you see it's already given as 0? And what have they mentioned? What is mentioned here? It has equal root. So if it has equal root, what's the formula you have to take? B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. What is a value in this? 3. B is equal to 1. C is equal to entire thing. Whatever is given, you should take. Yes, n minus 5. Try this for homework. Substitute and you solve, students. Substitute and solve. Okay, you'll get n is equal to some value. Make a note. Okay, completed. Minus, find the value of n. What is the value of n? Just a minute. Who's absent here? Deborah. How much is 144 plus 60? Response students. 200 and this minus 12 goes to the other side becomes okay. See, you can write 204 divided by 12, right? What's the answer? 204 divided by 12? 70. All of you got 17 as the answer. Okay, you can either do it like this. If not, the other way is n gets 12 gets divided, right? 144 plus 60. And this I taught you all in the algebra question, students. If the values are very big, when the denominators are same, you can even do it like this. Just split it into two parts. 12 goes 12 times plus 12 goes 5 times. 12 plus 5, 17. All of you got 17 as the answer. Shall we do the next one? Okay, so calculate however you want. You should get 17. That's the value of n. Fourth question for homework. You take the value of same concept. Equal is given. Do it for homework. I'm going to do the fifth question. Find the value of k for which the equation has real root. What do you mean by real? The answer is positive or negative. Real meaning. Answer is positive. Distinct. What did I tell you? Distinct meaning is equal to 0 or more than 0. Distinct meaning is what? Distinct meaning is different. Yes. So it is not equal to 0, students. You have to take more than 0. So the formula is b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. This is the meaning of distinct. Whenever they give the word distinct, it is also known as unequal. So if we go back to that formula what I showed, whenever the word unequal or distinct is given, take greater than 0. Now what is a value in this? Look at the question, fifth one. Tell me a value. A is equal to 3. B is equal to C is equal to, even if number is not there, whatever is given in C's place you have to take. What is given? K, right? Minus 6 the whole square minus 4 into 3 into K is greater than 0. 36, 3 fours are 12K is greater than 0. Minus 12K shifted to the other side. We are not dividing it. Remember in equation we studied? So will the sign change or remain the same? We are just shifting it. It remains same, 12K. So what kind of number are we dividing? Positive or negative? Again, the sign will not change. Inequality concept. So 12 goes 3 times. 3 is less than k. If I rearrange this, k, arrow is facing towards k. The answer is less than. Okay. What do you mean by less than 3, students? If the value is unequal, not equal to 0 but less than 3. What are the values of k? It can be 1 and 2. You can't write 0 because they have given unequal. You can't write 0. The answer is 1 and 2. Or even if you just write k is less than 3, that is correct. So try the fourth one for homework. Sixth, seventh, eighth, we'll do it tomorrow along with the next exercise. And Monday I'll start new chapter. Sorry, Tuesday. Okay, you can leave, Ruth. Another 10 minutes. Graph question. You can go through the recording. Yes, you can leave. Yes, you can leave. Others complete this, students. Completed. What about your assignments? All of you have done? Response, students. Assignments completed. Okay, that's it. Remaining 4 5 questions are left. We'll do it on Monday. Now I'll solve yesterday's graph question. How many of you will try the graph question? All of you will complete it with this? Okay, just check the graph, students. Homework, I think only 2 students and 2 or 3 sent graph. How many times to ask you? I'll don't even send. This is graph. See, graph thing, you may think easy. It is like linear inequation, students. Starting, you may think easy. Only when you all plot, you'll know the difficulty. And those who are not practicing, definitely during exam, you all will realize. To look, it is easy, but when you practice, it is kind of tricky. So where the reflection happens, you should check all those. Okay, look at this. Let me quickly complete. What's the time? See, Angel, yesterday the graph which you sent, you're taking your line. How many times I've told you? Can you see the middle line? Middle line. No, no. See, why not getting for 5? Look, I'll be getting for 5, right? 2, 3, 4. What about this line? That is a fifth line, right? Can you see the middle line? See, the middle line definitely you'll get 5 students. Horizontal, vertical, definitely you'll get both the sides 5. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. An Angel, in exam, if you do split the graph like that, you'll get 0. Okay? You're not supposed to do it like that, Angel. Y O Y dash. X O X dash. And in exam, they're not going to give different graph, students. Same graph, you have to plot. Your answer was correct, but the way you have done was wrong. You had done was wrong. Look here, 0, 0. This is the first point, 0, 0. That is, take it as O. Next, 2, 3. Next is 2, 3. So this plotted as A, 3. Next we have B, 5, 3. Okay, C is 3, 0. Look here, students. 3, 0 meaning x has a value, y doesn't have a value. It lies on the x axis. Whichever has a value on that axis, 3. So represent where we see reflect OABC. For this, you get one. Just join this. This is the diagram. Reflect this on reflect OABC on x-axis, which means the image is on. Where is the mirror, students? X-axis meaning the mirror is also on x-axis. So which 2 points will remain the same? All of you respond. O and C will remain the same. B will change. Look, from x-axis, how many boxes? What's the distance for B? 3 boxes, right? 3. So this will be. And how do you name the values? All of you will respond. O, A, B, C gets changed into what? O, D, E, C. So O, look here. In place of B, students, what alphabet should I write in place of B? All of you will respond. It should be E. And A, what is the distance between the x-axis and A? How many boxes are there? 3 boxes. 3 here. In place of A, what should I write? What's the alphabet? D. So your diagram should be like this. If you allowed if you would have tried or so tell me the next part. Second one, through the origin and name it as what? You have to plot. Arti, which yes, Arti, which one you have to reflect through origin? Have they mentioned anything? No, no, no. What they have asked is not ODEC. Through the origin, which one? See, first reflect this in which point? X-axis. Then the same thing you have to reflect through the origin. No, have they mentioned ODAC? No. That's the reason what they have told. Reflect OABC. It's not a separate question, student. Imagine here they would have written reflect OABC. Now does it make sense? Yeah, this is what. This is the difference. If you don't understand, if you don't practice, you may think it's easy, students. If you don't practice in exam, you get such question, definitely you'll make mistake. So what RT is done is she's taken ODEC. If you take ODNEC, you can't plot. Look here, reflex OABC. So O will remain same. If it is origin, it's the same, right? All of you respond. If it is origin, what is the value of A then? 2, 3 becomes minus 2, 3. Minus 2, 3. Can you see the plot A? And what about B, students? How much is B in actual value? What is B? 5, 3. It becomes minus 5, all of you respond. Minus 5, minus 2, minus 3. How did I plot? Okay, like this. This one, right? And what's the name you have to give? Look at O, A, B, C. Below that, what is this they have given students? O, is it I, J, H? O, I, J, H. O will remain as it is. What is A value after reflecting what you get? I. And B is minus 5 comma minus 3. Look at minus 5 comma minus 3. Isn't it B? And for B, what you have to name? You have to name this as J. Is this clear, students? Did you understand? And what about C? What is C value? Actual question C is what? 3 comma 0. If it is origin, it should be minus 3 comma, yes, minus 3 comma 0. It lies here. This is, what's the name given? H. And Angel, did you do it like this? I didn't see your reflection. This is how we'll have to do, student. Look here, let me connect the dots. This is the diagram. Okay, 1 minute left. Is this clear? All of you understood? Rejoin, students. I'll send the link. I'll send the link. Another 5 minutes. All of you will rejoin. Yes, tell me the next one, Arti. Can you see the screen? All of you online? Yeah, this is how we have to name students. Yeah, next one, Arti. Which one? On the y-axis. So which one you have to reflect? Reflect. So look here. O A B C on y-axis. It becomes O F G H. If O and O are same, it doesn't change. In place of A, it changes to F. And where is the axis this time? Where is the axis? Yeah, where's the mirror? Y, right? Look at the pink one, students. Pink is Y. So if I want to reflect A, students, what is A? Look at the mirror. How many boxes? Two boxes away. So A should be somewhere here, right? This is F. And G is in the corner. This should be H. So your image is like this. I think it's kind of butterfly shape. On the x-axis, okay, they didn't ask us the name of the image. That's it. This is 4 marks question. 1 mark to plot this, 2 marks, 1 for this, 1 for this, and 1 for this. Total 4 marks. This is how your graph should look. It's 2026 board exam question. And the tricky part here was this one. No, it was not tricky, student. If you have read it properly, you should have understood. Reflect on all 3 axes. Okay, so that is correct. And the some other, next time they might give you ODEC. They'll tell you to reflect ODEC, and they'll tell you to reflect OIAGs in the third one. It depends on the question. So read it properly. Any doubts in this graph? No, right? Okay. What else was given? This was any of easy ones. Significant digit. I'm not going to solve this. Okay, you all try this question. Open the bracket and solve. If you want the answer, you'll send it to me. 2 students had sent, I corrected. Okay, I think Amy's answer was correct. If you want the answer, you just correct, do it and send it to me. I'll check. Okay, so no class tomorrow.